So guys, what do you want to do today? I don't know, dude, I'm bored. I have an idea. Cody's mom's a pig. Haha, yeah, dude. Man, back off, Junior, or Ken's gonna beat you up. He's a doll, dude. He's not a doll, Joseph. Guys, let's watch Transformers Animated. I thought we were gonna watch the classic Transformers from the 1980s. Funny, because I thought we were gonna watch the live-action movies from the Michael Bay verse from the DreamWorks and Paramount. No, what? I've had it with all these live actions of animated properties, always popping up left and right. This outbreak of live-action remakes is worse than Big Hero 6. But this version of Transformers stands out and is definitely better than the live-action Transformers. Hey guys, what doing? Watching Transformers Animated. Ooh, what's it like? You'll see.
2 episodes later.
Wait a minute, I thought we just watched Transformers. Yeah, what was that chicken jockey cheer about? We didn't watch the Minecraft movie. That was for the funny. Anyways, let's make a review of Transformers Animated. Oh, dibs on the camera. And I'm taking my Voyager Optimus Prime with me too. He's an action figure, dude. He's not an action figure, Joseph. He's a massive Cybertronian firefighter axe-wielding superhero hunk. I agree with what Cody said, but not the hunk parts. Oh, screw you, Junior. Anyways, guys, let's get to making that review. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Hey guys, I'm Junior, and these are my friends Cody and Joseph. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Sonic Fan TV Reviews. Today, we're gonna review a Hasbro anime co-created by Cartoon Network in the late 2000s, Transformers Animated. Transformers Animated first premiered on December 26, 2007, the day after Christmas, and ended on May 23, 2009. This show originally aired on Cartoon Network and later on the Hub Network, originally streaming on Kabillion and currently streaming on YouTube, Tubi, and Pluto TV. This is a modern take on Transformers that takes place in a futuristic Detroit where humans and robots live together. The hunky Optimus Prime. Ayo, that's sus! Okay, the amazing Optimus Prime and the gang lived on Cybertron but started to move to Earth with overhauls to look like real vehicles, and then the Decepticons went and moved there as well, and that's what all started the daily battles between the Autobots and the Decepticons. Speaking of the two teams, let's go ahead and get right into the character descriptions. And to start off the character descriptions, we have the leader of the Autobots himself, that being Optimus Prime, who was originally a scout in the Autobot Academy but would later be downgraded to a maintenance bot by Ultra Magnus after a failed mission where Optimus and Sentinel lost a leader 1. And there, Optimus formed the Autobot team with Bumblebee, Bulkhead, Ratchet, and Prowl, and they were caught in the crossfires by the Decepticons and Megatron after discovering the Allspark, leading to Prime's team to crash land on Earth. And when he crash lands, Optimus disguises himself as a semi-part fire truck to blend in, and he is best known for being kind to his fellow Autobots as well as the humans, and for his bravery against the evil forces of the Decepticons. Next character we have is Bumblebee, who is the youngest amongst the other Autobots. He is a hyperactive wisecracker and is quite convinced that he's the fastest and coolest thing on 4 wheels, and has a tendency to bite off more than he can chew. He does not take well to being called short, and is an overeager waste can get on Ratchet's nerves all too easily, but he is still good with people as evidenced by his friendship with Sorry Subdak, and on Earth, he transforms into a yellow sports car with a black stripe and a red siren on top. Next up, we have Prowl, in which in his young days tried to avoid being drafted into fighting the Great War but was apprehended and taken to Yokotron, in which he offered Prowl to teach him some lessons in cyber ninja training in exchange to drop the charges. And because of this, Prowl was able to develop the fighting skills necessary in order to fight the Decepticons, though he firmly believes fighting on his own and doesn't believe in teamwork. And he tends to be fascinated by the wonders of nature on Earth. And his vehicle form is a police motorcycle. And next up we have is Bulkhead, who is often regarded as the team's muscles, and is great when it comes to fighting and smashing stuff, though his clumsiness can be a bit of a hindrance at times. Ironically, however, Bulkhead's proven himself to be rather creative and intelligent, even having knowledge on how to build a space bridge, and in his Earth form he transforms into a military utility van. Next up we have Ratchet, who is the Autobots' veteran mechanic and former drill sergeant, and is characterized as a cynical, war-weary, wrathful healer, oftentimes haunted by his past during the Great War. And while he may be portrayed as cranky at times, he does tend to still care about his fellow Autobot companions and still helps them out in defeating evil forces of the Decepticons. And he transforms into an Earth-style ambulance on Earth. Next characters we have are Isaac and Sari Zumdak, with Isaac being the brilliant robotics pioneer in Detroit, while Sari is his energetic, curious daughter who befriends the Autobots when they first arrive on Earth. And the secret behind Detroit's tech boom would be because of Zumdak reversing engineering a deactivated Megatron head, kickstarting his corporate success under Megatron's secret manipulation. And though Sari was raised as a human as a child, her true nature is revealed when it is discovered that she originated from a Cybertronian protoform that scans Zumdak's DNA after shocking him. And she carries a mysterious key in which she uses this key to activate anything mechanical and will go on to unlock a powerful techno-organic battle exosuit form. Now we move on to the side characters. And to start off, we have Captain Fanzone, who is the grumpy road rally head of the Detroit Metro Police Department in Transformers Animated. And he is most famous for his running gag, "This is why I hate machines," in which he exclaims whenever modern technology or giant alien robots inevitably cause chaos around him. And he happens to own the same exact police cruiser in which Bumblebee scans in order to blend in with his Earth form. Captain Fanzone tends to be pragmatic and dedicated to law enforcement, but is deeply distrustful of advanced tech gadgets and modern automation. Next up, we have the Dinobots, who are a small 3-membered rogue subgroup consisting of Grimlock, the T-Rex leader, Snarl, the Triceratops, and Swift, the Pterodactyl. And they were originally broken down animatronic dinosaurs in the theme park who were brought to life by a stray of Allspark energy. And when first created, they were manipulated under Megatron's control, seeing that cars and trucks and other robots were bad to them. But after fighting against the Autobots, they chose to live alone on a remote island rather than pick a side in an Autobot and Decepticon war, only fighting when provoked. Next up, we have Ultra Magnus, who is the supreme leader of the Autobots and commander of the Autobot Elite Guard, and wields the Magnus Hammer, an enormous hammer that was passed down to each new Magnus and capable of summoning lightning. And he is best characterized by being wise and heroic. And he was first introduced in Season 2 along with other members of the Elite Guard, keeping track of any other Decepticon activity on Cybertron and on Earth. And on Earth, he transforms into an 8-wheeled tactical heavy armored truck. Next up, we have Sentinel Prime, who serves as a member of the Autobot Elite Guard and is oftentimes arrogant towards the other Autobots. And whenever there's a mission, he goes without hesitation on his own to prove that he is superior to the others. And he also tends to be a petty bully towards Optimus after what happened in the past with his previous girlfriend, Alita 1, which also fuels his hatred towards humans and often calls them organics and is afraid of getting human-transmitted viruses. He also tends to have a bad temper as well. But despite all this, he tends to reside a spark of goodness in him, showing that he really does care for his friends and shows a small degree of respect for Optimus on extremely rare occasions. And on Earth, his vehicle form is a pickup truck with a snowplow attached to it. Next up, we have the third member of the Autobot Elite Guard, that being Jazz, who serves as second in command under Sentinel Prime. And although he is free-thinking, Jazz tends to follow orders, and he has developed interest in finer things on Earth. He is also depicted as cool, collected, and charismatic Autobot with a deep appreciation for culture on Earth, particularly in music. And, like Prowl, is a skilled cyber ninja and is Optimus Prime's right-hand man, known for his improvisation skills and ability to adapt to changing situations. He also tends to be portrayed as a mentor and friend to many Autobots, offering guidance and support. And in his Earth form, he transforms into a fancy-like sports car. Next character we have is Blur, who is an Elite Guard intelligence agent and data carrier known for his extreme speed and fast-talking manner. And his job was to monitor any Decepticon activity on Cybertron and keep an eye out on Optimus Prime and his crew of Autobots. He would later discover that there was a Decepticon spy working among them, that being Logon Prime, who was actually Shockwave in disguise. However, upon discovering this would ultimately lead to his demise, as Shockwave would trap him and he would get crushed into a cube. On Earth, he transforms into a hyper-fast blue sports car. Next up, we have Jetfire and Jetstorm, who are the twin Autobot minor heroes and members of the Elite Guard. with Jetfire being orange and white and Jetstorm being blue. They tend to be highly enthusiastic and immature and reckless in battle, often acting before they think, though they pull through as dependable tactical assets when the stakes are high. Jetfire has the ability to control fire and heat elements, while Jetstorm can generate powerful whirlwinds and cyclones, and when combined together, they form Safeguard, an asymmetrical fusion that combines both of their powers together. And they're the only Autobots that can transform into jets. Next character we have is Wetguard, who is an accidental, good-natured living garbage creation brought to life by an errant piece of Allspark energy. He tends to suffer from severe short-term memory loss and has a lack of purpose, leading him to adapt to whatever role or suggestion he encounters first. And though shortly manipulated by the Decepticons, he chose to be a hero and work for the Autobots rather than being a mischievous villain. And his vehicle form is a garbage truck. But now let's get into the Decepticons. And to start off with the Decepticons, we have the leader himself, that being Megatron, who is a ruthless and charismatic leader and uses the Whistler chip to free up the Decepticons from Autobot oppression. He railed up support to infiltrate the Great War, hunting for the sacred Cybertronian artifact, the Allspark, even after the war ended. And following his betrayal by his second-in-command, Starscream, he went into a 50-year stasis lock only to be reawakened and come into conflict with the young Autobot cadet Optimus Prime, who would ultimately become his arch-nemesis. And his goals was to take over Cybertron, rule the universe, and destroy any organic life forms on Earth. And when he first gets his body back, he transforms into a two-bladed helicopter and wields a laser plasma cannon as a weapon. Next villain we have is Starscream, who serves as Megatron's second-in-command. Or at least he once did. See, what had happened during the first episode, Starscream implanted a bomb on the back of Megatron to try to overthrow him and take over as leader of the Decepticons. But it would ultimately fail after Megatron got resurrected on Earth, and he would take out his revenge on Starscream for trying to take over his position. He is best known as being a patient schemer driven by hatred and jealousy, and operates through three ideals: lying, manipulation, and deception. In a Season 2 episode, Starscream clones himself into 5 different versions of himself, each representing different personalities of him, with Skywolf being known as a coward, Thundercracker, an egomaniac, Sunstorm, the suck-up, Ramjet, the liar, and Slipstream, who is the female counterpart of Starscream. And in his Earth form, he transforms into a fighter jet. Next villain we have is Black Arachnia, who is a spider-themed female antagonist in the Transformers animated series. And mentioned earlier, she was once known as the Leader 1 in the Autobot Academy, serving as a cadet and teammate to Optimus and Sentinel Prime. However, during the Arcus 7 mission, she was left behind and was manipulated by alien spider DNA and grew resent to her former friends. And she possesses organic spider traits combined with Cybertronian anatomy, and she tends to operate independently or alongside the Decepticons, primarily driven by her obsession to cure her tender organic condition rather than pure malice. And as mentioned earlier, she is spider-themed, so when she transforms, she has a form that of a spider. Next villain we have is Blitzwing, who serves as a loyal servant to Megatron and the Decepticon cause. And he has different personalities, the first being a blue-faced Blitzwing who dons a red molecule and has a sharp facial structure commonly dubbed as Icy, and an analytical. The second personality is a red-faced Blitzwing with a red visor and a white chin, commonly dubbed as Hardhead, and is impulsively hard-headed and bad-tempered, often shouting his words and constantly making threats and insults at his enemies and allies. And the third and final personality is a solid black face with a sharp-toothed red smile and eyes, commonly dubbed as Random, who is just plain crazy and passionately says random things and performs random acts. And unlike any other Transformers, he is a triple changer, in which he can transform into robot mode, fighter jet, or a tank. Next villain we have is Lugnut, who is a powerful, obsessively loyal, and dim-witted Decepticon who is devoted to Megatron and the Decepticon causes for supremacy. Lugnut would do anything for them to achieve their goals using his strength, resilience, and explosive punch. And he is best described as unwaveringly loyal to Megatron and the Decepticon cause, and constantly praises him and scolds anyone who tends to doubt him, and craves Megatron's approval. And despite Megatron finding his devotion tiresome, he is the most reliable Decepticon Decepticon for relaying orders, and his vehicle form resembles that of a World War II bomber plane. Next villain we have is Lockdown, who is a ruthless Cybertronian bounty hunter who is unaligned with Autobots or Decepticons, but generally works for the latter since he usually gets paid more by them. Lockdown has a tendency to cut parts from his victims and attach them to himself, such as the hook and arm of his left leg, considering the stolen parts as trophies. He is the arch-enemy of Prowl and Ratchet due to their personal history that he had with them. And on Earth, he transforms into a tough-looking muscle car. Next villain we have is Swindle, who is a smooth-talking, opportunistic Decepticon intergalactic arms dealer, driven entirely by profit rather than Decepticon ideology. He treats war as a business, famously equipping Detroit's human criminals, including funding the Society of Ultimate Villainy, to peddle his high-tech wares. And when he's on Earth, he transforms into an armored tactical SUV. Next villains we have are Mixmaster and Scrapper, who are blue-collar Constructicon partners brought to life by Allspark Energy, and they function as laid-back, simple-minded, rogue-leaning villains who prefer drinking a lot of oil over malicious conquests. And even though they started out working as Autobots and were best friends with Bulkhead, they eventually aligned with the Decepticons after Megatron manipulated them to working on their side. And in their alt modes, Mixmaster transforms into a futuristic cement mixer, while Scrapper transforms into a futuristic excavator. Next villain we have is Soundwave, who is a recurring antagonist and Decepticon who originates on Earth rather than Cybertron. He was originally built by a human toy maker as a popular children's toy and was gifted to Sari on her birthday. And he has the ability to play music on multiple different instruments, and was brought to life by Megatron's signal and seeks to free Earth's machines from humanity. And while he may start out as merely just a children's toy, he would later go on to evolve into his final form and try to enslave machines from humanity. And though it seems he was defeated in the Season 1 episode, he would later go on to make a return in Season 3, Human Era, to try to manipulate the Autobots to join the Decepticon cause. And he is accompanied by his minions, that being Ratback and Laserbeak. When he got his final form, he transforms into an alt mode that resembling a Cybertron XB style vehicle. And our last villain and the last character for the descriptions we have is Shockwave, who is a brilliant Decepticon double agent who infiltrates the Autobots and disguises himself as a friendly, high-ranking Autobot named Logon Prime, head of the Cybertronian intelligence, to spy on Ultra Magnus and sabotage the Autobot leadership from within. However, as mentioned earlier, he will later be discovered to be a Decepticon double agent by a Blur, in which causes Shockwave to attack Blur and eventually lead him to his demise by crushing him into a cube. And he has the ability to transform into a Cybertronian tank when he is in his normal form, and also transform into a Cybertronian crane when he's in his disguise. Well, that's all for the character descriptions. Nintendo also made a game for the show on the DS in 2008 with all the original voice actors. In 2008, Hasbro sold action figures of the show that can transform. Almost all of them look like, and the cartoon as well. In 2010, the series had a Japanese dub with a different intro and outro. On top of that, new segments too. Plus, the figures were re-released with metallic paint schemes on the characters' colors to differentiate from the original American figures. This version of these figures also have their Autobot and Decepticon symbols, the traditional red and purple like they are in the show, instead of gold, silver, bronze, black, or white like the American toys did. Other than that, they are the exact same figures right down to the gimmicks, molds, shapes, etc. You think they're twins? Come on, really? No one? Fun fact, many of the voice actors and actresses also voice characters from other shows, such as Tom Kenny, who voices both SpongeBob and Starscream, Phil Fagerbeck, who voices both Patrick and Bulkhead, and Tara Strong, who voices both Zari Sumdak and Timmy Turner. Also, the art style of the series is reminiscent of shows like Ben 10 and Teen Titans. So, what do we rank this show? I'd say we turn it up to 11. 11 out of 10. Yeah, dude. Well, that about wraps everything up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next review. Well, guys, I think we did pretty well with that review. Yeah, dude, that was awesome. Yeah, Transformers Animated is such a great show. Pardon me, but do you guys happen to be the versions of Junior, Joseph, and Cody from SML here on Earth 87? Why, yes we are. Well, my name is Conrad Camberfan, and this is Blue Ninja Productions, and we decided to stop by Earth 87 to personally thank you guys and NASCAR Sonic Film, and as well as Zador TV, for making a TV review on Transformers Animated. Well, we knew that you guys been wanting to have a video about this, so we really appreciate you suggesting this.
Guys, the news.
Breaking news, MK!
There is a massive ongoing attack happening right now in downtown Detroit, and local officials have confirmed in news reports that Megatron along with his gang of Decepticons are the ones responsible for the mass destruction. However, we have just received word that Optimus Prime and his team of Autobots are now on scene dealing with the situation.
Decepticons, rise up!
This has been fun, Autobot, but your time is up!
You talk too much.
Autobots, roll out!
No way! An actual battle happening right now in Detroit between the Decepticons and Autobots? We should go check it out! Yeah, dude, it would be like we're in an actual episode of Transformers Animated. Oh, Transformers thing. They transform and roll out and crap. Guys, I don't think that's such a good idea. Maybe we should just stay behind. It's best to just watch it live from TV rather than in person because we could get ourselves killed or injured. While we're going and you can just stay behind like the scaredy cat you are. Yeah, dude, you always gotta be a party pooper. Come on, Joseph and Jeffy, let's go watch that battle in person. Guys, I'm telling you, it's a bad idea.
Later, Cody!
Your friends always seem to never listen to you and always want to get themselves in trouble, don't they? Yeah, unfortunately.